Okay, on the fourth section here, we have mean, median, and mode. So you guys are going to want to jot this down. The mean is the average. So you add up all the numbers and divide by the number of numbers. So if you wanted the mean of A, you would add up 119, 120, 121, 123, 126, 127, 129, 130, 183. You would add all of those up and divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 numbers in the data set, and that would give you the average. Same thing with for B, you would just add up each one of these numbers, okay, and then you would divide them by the number of numbers in that data set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and so that's how you would find the mean. The median is you take the numbers and you line them up from least to greatest. So from lowest to highest, which is kind of cool because they did that for us in each one of these scenarios in both A and B. They put them from least to greatest for us. If it wasn't already in order from least to greatest, you would have to do that and find the number that's in the middle. Okay, that's how you find the median of a number. And then the mode is when you find something that happens most often. So in A, there's no number that occurs more than once. So basically, there's no mode in A. And B, let's see, is there any number that occurs twice? There isn't, so there's no mode there either, right? So 34, 35, 37, 39, 40, 41. Okay, so sometimes there is no mode, but if there is a number that happens twice, or whichever number happens most often, there could be a number that happens twice or several numbers that happen twice, but maybe there's another number that happens 3 times. Well, then that is the mode, whichever one happens most often. All right, so let's look at each one of these and see what we're trying to find. All right, so A, it says answer the questions below. So it says the 9 members of a fraternity have the following test scores. Trying to see here. Okay. The 9 members of a fraternity have the following test scores. Which measure should be used to summarize the data? Okay, so all of the numbers are fairly close to each other, except for one number. This one here is called an outlier. Okay, and you will want to write that down. Okay, if you have an outlier, okay, that's going to skew the results if you try to find the average. That would be like if you have one 90-year-old come into a sixth grade class to finish their sixth grade curriculum. If you find the average age of the kids in that classroom and you average in the 90-year-old, it's going to look like everyone in that class is way older. So you can't do that. So if you have an outlier, okay, you can't use mean, you can't use the average. Okay, the mode, well, the mode doesn't look like it's going to be that effective because there's nothing that happens more than once. So that one's no good. So in this situation, the median or the number in the middle will be the best answer. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm counting in from both sides. So 126 is a pretty good representation of all of the rest of the numbers. So median would definitely be the best in this situation. B, a car dealer has used cars for sale for the following amounts. Okay, which measure should be used to summarize the data? Well, let's see, 34, 35, 37, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, and 45. Okay, those are all nice and close together. There's no major jumps or anything like that. So in that situation, you always default straight to the mean, again, which is the average. Okay, always default to the mean if there is no outlier. They're all kind of close together. That's what most people want to use. And of course, C, we probably can figure out which one that one's going to be. As part of the U.S. Census, the number of children is reported for each family in the U.S. Which measure gives the most common number of children for a U.S. family? Well, At that point, you just see, okay, well, one family might have 0, then 2, then 3, then 3, then 3, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 4, then 3, then 5. So if a certain family has a certain number of kids, okay, and it keeps happening over and over and over again, then that's basically what you're going to be trying to find in this census, okay, is the most common number of children. Well, maybe it's 3. I don't know. I'm just kind of making it up. So in this situation, the mode, or the one that happens most often, is exactly what they're asking for. So that would be the answer for that one. Okay, that's all for number 21. Okay, so on number 22, it says draw the polygon, okay, which means basically a shape that has more than 2 sides. So it says a polygon whose vertices are that. So here's your ordered pairs. So we're going to have to plot these. So you're going to go to 6, you're going to go positive 6 and up 1, okay, which would end up being right here, right? So you're going to go over to the right 6 and then up 1. Then you're going to go positive 3 and down 4, right? Because it's a negative number. So that's going to go right there. Then you're going to go a positive 1, so you're going to go to the right 1 and then down 4, which should end up going right there. And then we have a negative 2, so you're going to start here at the origin, right there in the middle, and go negative 2, which would be right there. And then, oops, I didn't mean to put that there. So over 2 and then up 1 would be right there. All right, let's see. I don't think I have anything that can draw a straight line for me, so I'm going to do my best at just kind of connecting the points. Okay, so here we are. Is this shape a square? Definitely not. Is it a triangle? Nope. A trapezoid is basically any shape that has two opposite sides that are parallel, which these are, and then two sides that are not parallel. So this one is a trapezoid. So there you go. That's how you plot it, first of all, and the shape is a trapezoid. All right, so 23, it says use these signs. Okay, this sign means less than, okay, because it's pointing down or to a smaller. This one means greater than. Okay, so it has the open side on the left, so that's greater than, and of course, you know what equals to is. So it says compare each one of the following. So if you think of a number line, which one, they're not equal to, of course, so which one is further to the left or further down the number line? Well, that would be the negative 11. So the negative 11 is going to be smaller than a negative 1, or negative 1 is greater than negative 11. You can kind of say that either direction. All right, so let's look at the next one. We have 1 and 9. Well, this is a little easier because it doesn't have any negatives. So which one's bigger, 1 or 9? Well, the 9 is bigger than the 1, or you can say the 1 is less than 9. Okay, and then this next one we have 0 and negative 10. So which one is further to the right on the number line? So which one is bigger? Well, the 0 is bigger or is further to the right on the number line than the negative 10 is. So 0 is a bigger number than negative 10 because negative 10 means you have a debt. 0 means you're kind of breaking even. So that's a little bit better than being in debt. So those are your answers for number 23. 24, Manuel pays $24.07 for 5.8 gallons of gas. Okay, it says find the unit price in dollars per gallon. Okay, so you guys can see that I actually highlighted per gallon. Okay, so if that's the case, you're going to divide by 5.8 because we want to get that down to 1. Since that's how many gallons, you're just going to divide by 5.8. So if you do $24.07 divided by the number of gallons, which is 5.8, you're going to end up with $4.15 per gallon. So $4.15 per gallon is what you would have in this scenario.